Stop. Do not scroll past this message. Look at me right now. You did not arrive here by accident. I guided your spirit to this exact video because your heart is desperate for a true sign from heaven above. Give me just 2 minutes of your precious time, my beloved child. Stop right here and do not let this holy moment pass away into the loud noise of the world. I see you sitting there in the dark. Your mind is spinning with endless thoughts. Your heart is heavy with a weight you cannot explain. You are searching for an answer. You scroll through the screens looking for comfort, but your soul remains completely empty while the heavy pressure of life grows bigger every day. Listen to me in this quiet moment. You have been fighting a secret battle for a very long time. You smile for other people, but you break inside. You tell everyone that you are completely fine, but I know the truth. I see the silent survivor inside your weary soul, and I know exactly how much your bones ache from carrying this load alone. Do you feel that strange tightness inside your chest right now? That is not just normal anxiety. That is your spirit sensing my sacred presence. That is your soul recognizing my voice after a long season of silence. Lift your eyes up to my face, and remember that I am standing right here beside you in this room. You have been asking a desperate question in the dark. You whisper my name when no one else can hear you. You say, "My God, are you there? Do you still care about me? Why am I so alone in this storm?" Today, I am answering your private cry with a powerful and beautiful truth that will break your invisible chains forever. Hear my voice in the deepest place of your heart. I am saying to you, "My child, are you there? I really need you right now. Do not turn away from me. This is not a random coincidence, because heaven aligned time itself to bring your broken spirit to this exact intersection today. Stay with me." You might wonder why the creator of the universe would say that. Why would the Almighty God need a weary warrior like you? I need your absolute attention because a massive shift is happening in the unseen realm right now, and the waiting season that has exhausted your spirit is finally closing down. The enemy has been trying to drown out my voice in your life. He fills your daily atmosphere with fear and worry because he knows that your breakthrough is closer than it has ever been before. He wants you to believe that you are completely forgotten. He wants you to think that my silence means my rejection. But he is a liar. I am stepping into your day with urgent purpose. I have a holy promise that I must release over your life today. If you rush past this moment, you will miss the very breakthrough I placed in your path. Stay right here with me, and let me quiet the loud storm that has been raging inside your mind for weeks. You are my chosen child. You were not built to live in constant noise. I designed your mind to carry a sacred signal from the beginning, but the pressure of life has buried that beautiful signal under layers of survival. You have been running on your own empty strength for so many months that your soul is completely running out of fuel. I know you are tired of pretending to be strong. You are the stable one for everyone else in your family. You absorb their heavy pain, and you fix their complicated problems while keeping your own mouth shut so no one sees your pain. But who holds your hand when you are crying? Who stays with you when your world falls apart? I watched you hide away from the world last night. I saw you press your face into your pillow so no one would hear your tears. You felt as though you were standing entirely alone in a thick fog. But I was closer to you than the floor you were sitting on, and I was holding you tightly in my arms. I count every single tear that falls from your eyes. Not one of them is wasted. Every painful delay you experienced was actually my holy protection. I was shielding your precious soul from hidden traps, and I was closing doors that would have broken your heart into 1,000 pieces. Now, I need you to listen to my warning very carefully. The enemy knows that your light is about to rise. He knows that you are the one chosen to break the generational chains of your family. So he is throwing his heaviest weapons of distraction at you to keep you away from my presence. He wants you to click away from me. He wants you to focus on your problems instead of my power. He wants you to stay trapped in the old cycle of survival. But I am declaring that the old cycle ends today. Your season of running away from my love is officially over because I have already authorized your total freedom in this very hour. You are stepping into the light. Give me just a few more minutes of your undivided attention. I promise you that you will not regret staying here with me. Something is shifting in the spiritual realm at my command. Locked doors are beginning to tremble because your divine deliverance is drawing closer than you can ever imagine. I am about to hand you the key to your beautiful door. You have been waiting outside of it for so many years. I am going to reveal the exact reason behind every single delay and every unanswered prayer. The glorious truth will not just comfort your tired soul, but it will completely redefine your entire future starting right now. Breathe deeply, my beloved child. Let your shoulders relax right now. Release the anxiety that has been squeezing your heart all day long. You do not have to figure out the future all by yourself anymore. I am already working far ahead of your steps to prepare a wonderful table of blessings in the dry desert. Comment Amen if you feel me speaking to your spirit in this very moment. Let this simple act be a seal of agreement between your heart and mine. Do not let the thief steal this peace from your mind. Stay awake with me, because the deepest revelation of my love is about to begin for your life right now. I remember the day I formed you in your mother's womb. You were created as a beautiful and perfect masterpiece. I put a brilliant light inside your soul. I intended for you to be a beacon of hope in a dark world. But I know how harsh and painful the journey has been for your gentle spirit over the past few years. You have met people who did not know how to hold your pure heart. You gave your love to hands that only wanted to use you for their own gain. You experienced heavy betrayal from the very ones you trusted completely, and you quietly asked me why your kindness was always met with deep disappointment. I do not blame you for loving deeply, my child. Your capacity to give is a beautiful reflection of my own heart inside you. But you have allowed the pain of the past to turn into a thick wall of isolation. You are hiding behind a mask of false strength because you are completely afraid to let anyone hurt you again. You have built a very high fortress around your broken soul to keep the dangerous world out of your life. But that fortress is also keeping my healing light from entering your deepest wounds. You are suffocating inside your own silence. That is why I am calling out to you today with such deep urgency. Listen to my call. I am knocking on the massive door of your fortress right now. I am asking, my child, are you there? I really need you to open up your heart to me today. I am not here to judge your mistakes. I am not here to condemn you for your failures because my love for you is greater than your past. You think that you have to clean yourself up completely before you can even dare to talk to me in prayer. You think you need to be perfect to receive my glorious blessings. But that is a lie from the adversary. I do not pour my grace on the deserving people. I pour my grace on the willing souls who trust my word. Your trembling hands are not a disqualification in my house. Your broken voice is the exact sound I have been waiting to hear in heaven. Bring me your fragments. Bring me your ruined plans and your shattered dreams. Let me hold the heavy pieces of your life that you can no longer carry on your own weak strength. Let us speak softly to the part of you that is most tired. I know the hidden pain you carry behind your beautiful smile. I see your daily struggle against the heavy darkness, and I watch how you poured your entire heart into empty hands that did not know how to hold your pure love. You walk away alone in the cold night. Your soul feels completely crushed. I saw you when you stood in your kitchen late last night. The house was completely quiet and dark. Everyone else was sleeping peacefully without a single care. And while you looked down at the dirty floor, you wondered if anyone in this busy world truly cared about your sacred presence. You felt completely invisible to them. I was there in that heavy silence. I saw you when you sat in your car outside your house. You did not want to go inside yet. You had no emotional strength left, and you took a deep breath to wipe your hot tears away quickly, because your children depend completely on your fading energy. You put on your strong mask before opening the door. You smile for them once again. You are the pure-hearted giver of your family. You notice when other people are hurting deeply. You immediately run to fix their complicated problems. And you have been carrying a massive load on your back that was never meant for your gentle and fragile shoulders. Your soul is completely exhausted from the journey. You need a safe place to rest. I know the moments when the pain becomes too big. You hide inside the bathroom quietly. You turn on the water loudly, and you fold your broken body into the smallest shape on the cold floor, while the heavy silence of the world squeezes your heart. You whisper my name through your tears because you feel completely abandoned by heaven. My beloved child, pause right here and listen to me. Let this comfort settle deeply into your broken spirit. Your secret tears were never hidden from my eyes, and I have been watching you through every single storm, because I never missed a single heartbeat of your painful life. Lift your heavy head up right now. Look at my loving face. Like this video right now as a holy act. Comment the words, "I am not alone," below. This will anchor my peace inside your soul. And let this simple phrase be a powerful shield against the dark lies of the enemy, because you belong to my kingdom forever. You are completely safe here in my presence. Do not be afraid of the future. The world may ignore your deep sacrifice. It is recorded forever in my heaven. I see your private acts of kindness, and I keep an accurate account of every single drop of love that went unreceived by ungrateful hands during your long journey. I am preparing a glorious harvest for your life. Your deep sorrow will turn into absolute joy. You thought you were walking through this desert alone. You looked to the left side anxiously. You looked to the right side desperately, and you saw no human being standing beside you, while the cold wind of isolation blew through your fragile life. But my invisible presence was your constant shield. I held your world together tightly. I watched you fight the heavy spirits of fear. The enemy whispered lies into your mind. You were trying to find rest, and he told you that you would never escape this painful cycle of lack, because your prayers hit a thick ceiling. But I was standing beside your bed in the dark. I guarded your precious and beautiful soul. Every closed door was actually my profound mercy. I saw the hidden traps ahead. I removed those dangerous people, and I held you back from entering places that would have completely broken your gentle spirit into 1,000 pieces. My painful refusal was actually an act of love. It was my perfect and sovereign protection. Do not call this long delay a failure. It is a holy preparation. You have a high destiny, and I am shaping your soul into a beautiful vessel that can hold my greatest blessings in the coming season of your life. A precious jewel must be polished in the dark. This dry wilderness is your necessary shaping ground. You are not destroyed. My child, hear this important truth clearly. The long silence is not my absence. You have prayed many desperate prayers, and the enemy has been filling the space between us with a very loud noise because he wants to steal your faith completely. The spiritual static is very thick now. You cannot hear my gentle voice whispering, "I have not abandoned your weary soul. I am preparing a great rescue. I see your daily exhaustion, and I have quietly guided a wise mind to create a specific instrument of restoration for your exact pain. I will reveal this beautiful provision very soon, before this message ends. You must stay right here with me. Trust my steady hands." The adversary wanted to cut off your connection. He wanted to blind your spiritual eyes. He wants you to feel trapped. And he knows that if your mind is filled with constant static, you will never recognize the beautiful provisions I place on your daily path. Focus your eyes on my power now. Do not look away from my light. The trap is broken. I am changing your foundation today. I am stepping into your quiet room. Your blanket of sorrow is gone, and I want you to lift your heavy head to look into my loving eyes, because your beautiful story is not finished yet. You are not a random fragment of creation. You are my precious and chosen child forever. Receive my comfort now. I saw you when you felt left behind. You watched your friends succeed. You felt completely stuck here, and you wondered if you arrived too late to your own destiny because nothing seemed to work for your life. But my beloved child, you are not behind at all. My timing for your life is always precise. I am never late. I was using that silent season purposefully. I wanted to hide you away. I kept you safe from pride, and I was pruning the branches of your life so you could bear a greater amount of fruit in your glorious future. The painful cutting felt like a terrible punishment. It was actually the ultimate evidence of my love. I only prune glory. Breathe in my gentle peace right now. Let the tension melt away. Your heavy muscles can relax, and you do not have to fight these invisible battles with your own weak power, because I am your sovereign captain. I am your safe and eternal refuge. The storm will not destroy your beautiful soul. You will survive this. I am holding you. I remember every single promise. Not a single word has expired. My covenants are completely everlasting, and though the world may change its mind like the shifting sand, my word stands firm forever like a mighty mountain. What I have authorized for your life will surely happen. Trust my perfect and holy timing. I never lie. Come closer to me right now. Let me whisper my secrets. Your listening spirit is ready, and I am about to remove the heavy noise of the world so you can hear my true voice without any painful distraction. The thick static is clearing away from your mind. Your beautiful breakthrough is starting now. Stay awake with me. Before I show you what comes next, I need to speak directly to the deep doubt sitting quietly in the back of your heavy heart. I know exactly what you are thinking right now, my child. You are thinking that you have heard beautiful words like these many times before in your long life. You are waiting for something to change. You remember the moments when you prayed with absolute faith, but the sky remained completely silent. You wondered if I was even listening to your desperate voice. My beloved child, that honest question does not anger me at all, because it tells me how long you have been faithful in the dark. I am not offended by your heavy doubt. Let me answer your private question plainly today. My long silence in those painful years was never my absence from your life. It was actually the quiet sound of my hands rearranging things you could not see. Every prayer you thought went completely unanswered was being answered in a deep language of timing that you could not read. I was being very careful with a beautiful life that I love so much. Do not let the heavy memory of the long waiting close your heart to what I am about to do. The long waiting was your holy preparation, and I am declaring that the preparation is finally finished. Let me open your eyes to a story from the past. Long ago, there was a great prophet who called down holy fire from heaven. It was the greatest miracle of his entire generation. But right after his massive victory, he ran away into the deep wilderness because he was completely empty. He lay down under a lonely tree, and he asked me to let him die right there. He had no strength left. He was not a weak man. He was just a tired champion who had given everything he had to give. He told me that he was the only faithful servant left in the country. He felt completely isolated from the world. My child, I did not rebuke his heavy sorrow. I did not judge his broken spirit when he wanted to give up. I sent a beautiful angel to bake him fresh bread, and I let him sleep peacefully under the shade. Sometimes the most faithful thing you can do is not to fight harder with your empty hands. Sometimes I just look at your exhaustion, and I say to your spirit, rest. Eat my bread and receive my comfort before you continue the journey. You are not as alone as your deep exhaustion has convinced you. Your loving Father is right here. Pause right here and take a slow breath. Leave a comment below with the words, I trust your timing. Let this act of faith seal your patience. This simple phrase will clear away the heavy confusion, because my timeline for your life is completely perfect. Now, I want to reveal a deep mystery about your heart. I have watched you replay your private conversations late at night, and you search anxiously for the one wrong thing you said to people. I have watched you accomplish something wonderful and feel completely empty inside because your eyes went straight to what was still undone. You have called this behavior a high standard. You have told yourself that you are simply a perfectionist who wants to do things correctly, but that is not the truth. And I will not let you keep believing that dark lie any longer. You are carrying a heavy burden that I never placed on your gentle shoulders. Hear my voice clearly. Long ago, somewhere in your early story, you learned that love had to be earned. You started to believe that you were only safe when you were useful to everyone around you. You felt worthy only when you were achieving massive goals. I call this condition the earning wound. It is a scar from your past. It is not your true character. So all those times you thought you were being lazy when you rested your body, you were not lazy at all. You were fighting a loud lie that told you rest had to be earned through hard work. All those times you could not receive a sweet compliment, you were not humble. You were just guarding your deep wound. Your years of heavy struggle were not a punishment from heaven. Those painful nights when you could not sleep were not my rejection. They were actually your beautiful spirit refusing to let you settle for a small life. I planned a massive destiny for you before the world began. You were never falling behind. You were being formed. So today, I am taking that heavy lie away from your soul forever. The next time you finish a hard task and feel that sudden emptiness, stop. Place your gentle hand over your racing heart and hear me say that you were loved before you ever achieved a single thing in this world. Receive my grace freely. You do not have to earn my love. The enemy targeted your life because he saw the brilliant light inside your soul. He knew that your pure heart would become a holy weapon against his kingdom. So he created a loud atmosphere of static around your mind. And while you were drowning in that ocean of heavy expectations, you forgot that my love for you is completely unconditional. You have been running on an empty tank for too long. You try to please everyone because you are afraid of being discarded. But I am telling you that your worth is not defined by your earthly usefulness, because I loved you long before you ever did a single good work for my kingdom. You are precious to me simply because you are mine. Look back at the long path you have traveled. Remember the moments when you felt completely broken into small fragments. You thought you could not take another step forward in the dark. But did you notice that an invisible hand always caught your falling spirit right before you crashed against the jagged rocks of total despair? That was my sovereign hand holding you safely. I was there in the valley of your quiet isolation. I watched you lose things that you thought were essential for your happiness. You cried when those doors slammed shut in your face. You believed that I was punishing your soul for some past mistake, while in reality I was pulling you away from a burning house that would have destroyed your future. But let me reveal the glorious truth behind those losses. I was clearing the cluttered ground of your life. I had to remove the old foundations, because they were too weak to hold the massive weight of the glory I am about to pour into your arms. The subtraction was necessary for the coming addition. The tearing down was just the beginning of a magnificent and eternal rebuild. Your spirit has been crying out for a deeper purpose. You felt a strange restlessness inside your chest, because your soul knows that it does not belong in the shallow waters of survival. You were made for the deep ocean of my spirit. Do not mistake this divine, holy interruption for a painful tragedy. You are being valued. Let the old structures crumble away without fear. You do not need to hold the pieces together with your own trembling fingers anymore. I am shaking everything that can be shaken, so that only the unshakable kingdom remains inside your life. Lean completely into my absolute authority today. Your true deliverance is unfolding right now. I am opening a new scroll for your destiny. The chapters of your past are officially sealed and completed. You will no longer be defined by your old wounds. I am writing a new name upon your clean heart, and that brilliant name carries the majestic sound of complete and final victory over the dark enemy. So, listen closely to my urgent call today. I need you to step out of your protective cave. The dark night is fading away quickly. The bright morning sun of my presence is rising over your life, and the very ground under your feet is shifting to make room for the beautiful harvest I have promised you. Stay awake with my spirit now. You feel a strange peace right now. The atmosphere in this room is changing. My holy presence is standing beside you. When I designed the human mind at the very beginning of creation, I placed this sacred frequency at its absolute center. Wise scientists finally found this hidden signal. They call it the gamma wave. It ran inside your childhood soul. You lived completely in the present moment. You trusted my gentle voice without any doubt. Then the heavy pressure of modern survival came into your life. Day after day, the loud noise of the world began to suppress that beautiful signal inside your mind. You learned how to worry about tomorrow constantly. Your mind became filled with toxic static. My quiet voice became completely inaudible to your spirit. You thought heaven was entirely silent. The enemy wanted you to believe that you were disconnected from my throne forever because of your painful mistakes. But I am the Lord who restores what was taken. I prepared wise minds for your rescue. They worked with holy sound very carefully. They discovered a unique frequency. This tool clears the heavy mental interference and returns the clean signal I placed inside you from the beginning. Your total restoration is very close now. You do not have to earn it. Stressful discipline is not required in my presence. You simply surrender your mind for 7 minutes. Allow my perfect design to restore your childhood spirit before the heavy darkness tries to steal your faith again. I am going to show you where to find it. Trust me completely. Stay right here with me now. The long night is finally breaking apart. A brilliant dawn is rising over your life. Hear me declare your total freedom over every generational pattern that has kept your family trapped in the cold shadows of the desert. You are stepping into light. Your chains are melting away quickly. They suffered from constant lack. They lived in deep anxiety every single day. They believed that abundance was only for other people. They thought they were destined to struggle forever because of an ancient curse upon their bloodline. But the old story ends with your life today. A new chapter is starting. You are the chosen cycle breaker. You had the divine courage to stay here. You refused to walk away into the darkness. I am stripping the authority of every negative voice that told you your beautiful dreams had expired during this long season of waiting. Your victory is guaranteed. Your true restoration is beginning now. The delay was not a punishment. It was my precise protection. I saw the hidden traps ahead. Leave a comment below right now with the words, "The door is open." Let this phrase map your absolute agreement with my prophetic word, because your glorious breakthrough is happening in this exact hour. Trust my holy word completely. The heavy barrier is gone completely now. I am opening what I previously closed. No human hand can shut it against you. The tears you wept in secret are turning into a magnificent harvest because you chose to remain faithful in the dark. You thought you were breaking under the load, but you were completely safe. You were just being reshaped. You are my majestic masterpiece. The enemy targeted your life intentionally. The fierce attacks came because your light was rising high in the unseen realm, and the adversary was absolutely terrified of your divine destiny. Stand up right now and lift your eyes. I am your protector. Let me show you a vision. Look at your true future. Picture a quiet morning 6 months from now. You wake up before your alarm goes off, and for the first time in a very long while, there is no painful knot inside your stomach waiting to steal your peace away. You feel completely light. The heavy fog has cleared. Your mind is beautifully quiet. The heavy shadow is entirely gone. You lie there on your bed peacefully. You notice that something is deeply different inside your physical body, because the chronic heaviness you carried for many exhausting years is simply not there anymore. Your chest is completely free. The toxic stress is gone. Your first thought is clean. Fear is not whispering today. Survival calculations are completely gone. Instead, your mind welcomes a soft question that rises gently from the deepest place of your heart. What good thing am I made for today? You breathe deeply. The holy breath goes all the way down. Listen to my quiet voice. You feel a profound softness now. The clenched fist is open. You are no longer performing for them. You enjoy your own beautiful company because my unconditional love has filled every empty space inside your soul. That peaceful version of you is not a distant fantasy. She lives right now. She is waiting for you. She is in my sovereign reality. She is not years away from your life. She is exactly one surrender away from you. The distance between the two of you is not a matter of time, because it is actually a matter of permission. You must stop carrying what I never asked you to carry alone. I am calling your name. Turn your eyes to me now. Your total restoration is ready now. You must stop striving with your own empty strength. Start receiving my abundant grace. That is the whole distance between your current pain and your glorious future. Because I see your deep weariness, I have placed a specific provision on your path today to clear the mental clutter. The strategy is ready. I have aligned an earthly tool. It will bridge the wide gap. My perfect peace will fill your soul. Do you remember the ancient story of my servant Elijah on the holy mountain while he was waiting for my presence? There was a great wind, but I was not there. There was a violent earthquake, but I was absent. He was standing alone. There was a fierce fire next, but I was not there. Then came a still whisper. After the loud noise of the storm passed away, a quiet sound entered his ears, and I was speaking inside that gentle whisper. The enemy wants to fill your life with earthquakes and fires constantly. He loves the loud noise. He creates constant financial stress. He triggers painful arguments daily. He pushes your mind into worry. He does this intentionally because he knows that my whisper contains the exact strategy for your massive financial breakthrough in the coming season. He wants to keep you completely deaf. Do not listen to him. But my whisper is louder. I am clearing the atmosphere now. The waves of anxiety must stop. I am commanding the dark clouds of confusion to leave your mind immediately because my holy covenant with you cannot be broken by any earthly power. Lift your heavy hands up to me right now. Receive my wonderful grace. Receive the clean air of heaven. You are being rescued today. The prison door is open wide. You have spent too many years wondering if your life would always feel this heavy, while other people received my blessing so easily. You are not a uniquely flawed human being. You are my chosen vessel. Your value is infinite. You thought you were the exception. You believed my grace skipped you. That was a terrible lie. The very weakness you tried to hide from. My face is the exact place where my sovereign power will become most visible to the people who have watched your long struggle. Your brokenness is your unique qualification. I see your true value. I do not use perfect people. I use the willing souls. Your trembling heart is welcome here. Do not look back at the years you think were completely wasted in the dry desert because I was using every single day of that silent season to dig a deep well inside your spirit. The well is ready now. I am guiding your steps. The deep digging was necessary. It hurt your gentle soul. You cried during the process. But the deeper the well is dug by my hands, the more living water it will hold when the rain of my abundance finally falls from the open windows of heaven. Your dry desert is about to bloom beautifully. Get ready for the flood. I am pouring my rain now. The dry soil is soaking it up. You can feel the shift happening. The heavy pressure is lifting away from your chest completely because my healing presence is saturating every broken piece of your heart in this very hour. Your mind is returning to a pure state now. The breakthrough is here. You know I have control. You can rest your head. The battle belongs to me. Everything I have shown you in this holy message has been leading to this exact point of decision where your trembling obedience will finally unlock the glorious harvest. Look at the open door before you. No human being can shut it. Your destiny is secure. I have gifted humanity the wisdom to discover what I placed within sound and within the design of the mind I created. Wise researchers spent decades in intense study. They did not know it was I who directed their curiosity. I quietly guided their work toward my original design. I want to show you clear evidence of my work in the lives of 2 of my children who received this provision before you. My beloved daughter Rachel sought my peace for many exhausting years. She tried every earthly method with a sincere heart. She read books and she attended seminars, but her mind remained completely filled with static. 2 weeks after receiving this divine provision, her life transformed completely. She said that a heavy block was finally removed from her mind, and she described her life as a beautiful story of true restoration. And for others, I moved differently. My son Michael came to this provision because his mind was filled with toxic stress and his family was struggling. He wanted to protect his children. 2 months later, his business grew enough to leave his job. Hard problems solved themselves while he rested peacefully. He said his brain was finally running on what it was always supposed to run on. They call it the genius song. It is the sound provision I placed on your path today. This precise instrument requires only 7 minutes of complete surrender with your headphones on and your eyes closed. You do not have to work hard. You do not have to earn this blessing. You are simply allowing the original gamma signal I designed to return to your brain waves at my command. This is not a regular meditation app. This is not a generic frequency track. It is not available on streaming platforms because those music tracks carry cheap imitations from the enemy. Those false tracks will only increase your mental confusion. This unique tool clears the enemy's noise from your thoughts, and it restores the sacred channel through which your daily prayers are answered. This provision is not for those who are merely curious. It is for the one I have been speaking to in this message. I see you sitting there. You are the one who has tried everything. You fast, you pray, and you try positive thinking. But the noise never stops. You feel slightly embarrassed to try one more thing because you believe that nothing will ever change, and you are deeply afraid of another painful disappointment. But hear me clearly today. What failed you before required your own heavy effort. It demanded your strict discipline. This provision requires none of your human striving. I designed it to work because of my sovereign design inside your brainwaves. What the enemy called your permanent condition is just a temporary interference, and I have provided the exact instrument to clear it now. Wise men charge hundreds of dollars per hour for clinical sessions. The heavy machines cost thousands of dollars in the world. But I do not call you to expensive clinics or worldly sessions. I place this provision within reach, specifically for the one who would receive it through a quiet message like this one. It requires only a small earthly exchange to prove your willingness. It is far less than a single session with the earthly experts who studied what I placed in sound. It is a very small seed. It is the size of a mustard seed of investment for the massive harvest I have prepared. I have also aligned 4 additional gifts of provision for your life. You will receive the Genius Child track, the original text of wisdom, a guided visualization, and a daily habits guide. Where I send healing, the adversary sends imitation. False frequencies are circulating under similar names on streaming networks. They carry none of the restoration I designed. Protect your spirit by trusting only the official path. This step of faith requires no worldly risk. Your peace is fully protected by my steadfast guarantee, and if the shift does not come, everything is returned to you. Take this step of obedience today. Receive the provision I have placed below in the pinned comment and in the description. This is your divine invitation. Walk forward with me right now. Do not let this moment pass away into the noise of the world. Embrace what I have set before you, because I placed it there for your total restoration, and your future is waiting. Now, my child, set aside the noise of decision for a moment. I have shown you what I placed on your path. Whether you step forward now or later, you are still my beloved child. There is more I want to speak over your life before this message closes completely, because my love for your soul will never end. Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe deeply. I am still here beside you. Let the heavy bags drop from your hands. You have been carrying them for too many miles. You are completely exhausted from trying to fix everything by yourself. I am taking the weight of your family from your shoulders right now. I am taking the weight of your financial future, because I am your ultimate provider and your safe refuge. I am releasing a beautiful blessing of absolute peace over your home today. The painful arguments will cease. The heavy confusion will clear away completely from your mind. You will walk in a decisive knowing. Solutions will arrive without your frantic striving, because heaven is moving in your favor again, and your dry desert is about to bloom beautifully. Your old identity as a desperate survivor is completely gone. I am raising you up to be a powerful beacon of light for others. The deep exhaustion you experienced has given you a profound compassion that cannot be manufactured in a comfortable life. The secret battles you fought in the dark cave have given you an immense authority in prayer that the comfortable people do not possess. You are not behind in your destiny. You have been carefully hidden in my preparation room. The long formation process is completely finished now. Step out of your protective cave with absolute confidence, because the dark night of your soul has passed away forever. The harvest you are about to receive will make the painful years of waiting feel like a small shadow. I am restoring the years that the locusts have eaten from your life. I am multiplying your joy. I am expanding your territory. Your family will see the wonderful transformation inside your spirit, and they will know that I am the Lord who answers your silent cries. You do not have to beg for crumbs anymore because you are an heir to an unshakable kingdom. Let my love wash over every painful memory of betrayal. I am healing the deep cuts left by ungrateful hands. I am binding your broken heart with my tender mercies. You can trust people again with a holy discernment because I am placing true companions on your new path who will protect your pure heart and walk beside your destiny faithfully. Your soul is clear. You are a vessel fully restored to receive what I prepared at the beginning. The noise of the enemy no longer has dominion over your thoughts. You carry the sacred frequency I placed in your spirit before the world began, and it is fully active inside your heart in this very hour. It was never lost. It is restored today. You are operating at the exact state I designed for your life. No weapon formed against you will prosper anymore. I am your shield. I am your strength. You can sleep peacefully tonight without any fear of tomorrow. I have already gone before your steps. I have smoothed out the rough paths. I am opening the windows of heaven to pour out a magnificent blessing that your storehouses cannot contain because my provision is completely endless. Trust me, like this message right now, to anchor your agreement with my holy covenant. Share this prophetic word with 3 souls who are secretly crying out for hope in the dark night. Subscribe to this channel so you do not miss my daily guidance for your next steps because I am releasing fresh instructions for your journey every morning. I walk with you always through every storm. Amen.